missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot. Missed. I've failed over and over and over again in my life. I succeed. I believe it was easy when it wasn't. Maybe I made you think my highlights started at the free throw line and not in the gym. Maybe I made you think that every shot I took was a game winner. That my game was built on flash and not fire. Maybe it's my fault that you didn't see that failure gave strength, that my pain was my motivation. Maybe I led you to believe that basketball was a God-given gift and not something to work for. Every single day of my life. Maybe I gave. Or maybe you're just making excuses. I never feel that at my best. I feel I still have room to improve. I still set goals for myself to strive for. I'm never complacent with what I've achieved. Even though it's been very successful for me, I still feel I have to prove, not just as a player, but as a person, as a father, to some extent, in all aspects. So I'm never really too complacent with myself or with what I've achieved. As a player, I walk away from the game. No, I've never been afraid. I mean, obviously you're nervous, but afraid means you're not confident in your skills. I have total confidence in my skills, so I'm not afraid. You had the utmost confidence. It was through the roof. Where is it now? I don't think my confidence changed. I wouldn't have come back into this. It's a tool that teaches, and it teaches you bad things and also teaches you good things. It's how you perceive those things. I've looked at every experience that I've had and taken that as a positive. If I wouldn't change anything because I think it would all come to the other things that happen. So when I look back, I can't say that I've had any things happen. Sure, I mean, you don't want bad things to happen, but you deal with bad things. You can't have good or not bad. Basketball is my love, always have been, and I can't ever envision an ending of something like that. That passion that I have for the game until I'm dead and gone. Until that's when it's, well, I can wait. I'm not in a rush. It's never enough as long as you compete. It's always great to win. That's why you compete. Each time that you win, you build that hunger, which is within itself. It's a battle within your mind to go to that same place that you've been 5 times before. And that's hard. When people say, well, the first one was the hardest, no. The last one was the hardest because you're battling with yourself. Because a lot of times I had to battle with myself to challenging myself. That to me was why I would say that the biggest battle was myself. Because when you get to a certain pinnacle, you got to find some ways to keep going out there for 82 games. I just think that I have the habits of working. I'm taught that to reach a goal that in life that you want, you have to work. So far, I just have that in mind. Determination, what your motives are, what your ambitions were from the beginning. It's been a lot of soul searching in terms of it's easy to sit back and say, I've given my best. I'm tired. Somebody else got to do it or whatever. I didn't take the test. I thought positively and said whatever I could do, every little inch of energy that I had, I'm going to try to provide for this team. I mean, if you give up, then they give up. So I didn't want to give up. No matter how sick I was, low on energy I was, I felt the obligation to my team, to the city of Chicago to go out and give that extra effort. My competitive drive is far greater than anyone else that I've met. I think that I thrive on that. I think that's my biggest motivation in life, is to find different competitions and certain things in life and try to overcome that, be it positive or negative. But I have yet to meet someone who is as best as me, and I just feel that much confident about my competitive drive. I still feel that I have a plateau that, I hadn't reached yet in terms of my skills or my expectations of myself. I'm always going to expect myself to do certain things or surpass certain things. As long as I believe that, then, my road to success is going to continue to expand. My principal had for me to go to an Air Force Academy because he felt that after I finished college job. So I said, no, I don't want to go that route. So I decided to go to the University of North Carolina. A lot of people didn't expect so well, but like I said, that was a challenge that I faced. And sometimes you have to face those challenges and see what happens. I will not quit this game because of what the media has done to me or what other people have done to me. I can't find the challenges to keep pushing myself. My love is always going to be there, but my pride won't let me because someone else is going to push me out. I'm going to leave on my own terms. And I don't think too many athletes have that opportunity to do. And that's what I want to do whenever it comes to it. We are old. Shoot, tired's been a long season. But mentally, we have a vision. We have a finish that we have to attain. Sometimes you have to do it when you're old and you're tired. And I think it's the test of your will to succeed. You have to deal with some of these negatives. And I'm pretty sure at the end of this playoffs, you'll see the old and the tired people who are very, very young and strong mentally.
To be happy, you got to have support. So I think all of those things have being, right? And not to wear it on sleeve, be very humble about it. That's one thing my parents taught me very well is, don't wear your reputation, don't wear your accolades, don't wear your personality on your sleeve. Let it happen, let it be you. It is who you are, but don't wear it, rub it. The thing that I remember the most about my father, and I had him for 32 years, and I never look at it from a negative sense. Obviously, he was murdered, and rarely do I get the chance to talk about him, but the thing that I do remember all the time, I think about him practically every day, is for a person like myself who live in the spotlight and so critical, from people all the time in terms of what I do, what I say, where I go. The thing he said, take a pause before you make a decision and say, what if? And the purpose for saying what if is that whatever decision you always either going to have consequences. And not that I live in a box to where I'm afraid to do things. As my father says, the what if comment is to be able to deal with the consequences of what decisions you make. And you think about that. If you think about the consequences, pro or con, you make the decisions that you feel is the right decision. Now, all the decisions I made, other people may view to be not the right decisions from their perspective. But for me to go play baseball, and everybody says, oh, it was a failed opportunity to play baseball. That's what they think. For me, it was the best thing that could have happened for me because it allowed me to go back in with a stronger passion. At the same time, I was able to understand the love that these minor league baseball players have, making $1,500 a month. $1,500 a month, which is nothing. For them, it was big. To me, to see that helped me put things in perspective, to understand the platform that I was on in 93 and 96. I appreciated it even greater. So when we won those championships and we went through those, things mattered to me far greater than 92, 93. People don't see that. People will never understand that. To be success, all they think about, well, he batted, and he struck out a certain number of times. Yeah, okay. But the effort was there, and the learning curve and the passion was there that has transcended not just to me, but people who are afraid to do things because they're worried about the percent that may come from other places. To me, that's more gratifying than any, So that's the things that my father and my mother instilled in me. Take negative and turn it into a positive. Don't be afraid to fail.